Hey everybody, so today I wanted to film a video for you and I got a very fun PR package today. So I'm super excited for you guys to see this video on how I got this makeup look. If you're excited too, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to click the notification button to see when I upload, and yeah, just subscribe, like, tell a friend, comment below, and let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Let's get into it. I'm super grateful to this brand for sending me this really fun product that I've been seeing all over Instagram. And this product is So we have the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake loose powders. And I'm super excited about these. I've actually been in dire search of like new loose powders. I tried to use the Hourglass loose powder and it did not look good on me at all. So I love that this one comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different shades. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using most of these shades here and there, just under the eye, but we have to see how they feel, what they're supposed to do on the skin. This says improves your selfies game by 1990%. 1990%. Okay, so that's cute. It says it keeps makeup in place, absorbs shine, no flashback, and enriched with vitamin E. So I'm wondering right off the bat if that is just like no flashback as long as you use like your correct color, or can you use like the translucent powder and still expect like no like flashback, you know? So I haven't opened this yet, and let's see if I can get my finger through it. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Here are what the powders look like, and okay, we get a brush. This is a nice brush too. All right, so this is Sugar Cookie. This is Cupcake. I actually love the names of these. It reminds me of another brand called Beauty Bakery, but I just like that it's named Sugar Cookie. That sounds cute. Pound Cake, Banana Bread, Blondie, Kunafa. I am not a huge fan of Kunafa, to be honest. I like another dessert. I don't even remember what it's called. I call it like Warbat or something like that. It's like a Kunafa texture on top, depending on where you buy Kunafa from. When I was in Jordan, I bought Kunafa from Habiba Sweets. So anyways, what I like is a different dessert, and it has like a cheese filled inside, and it's amazing. It has pistachio, whatever. We're not talking about food. We're talking about powder. So Kunafa, I actually think I'm probably not gonna like Kunafa just because it's yellow, and I don't like yellow powders on my skin tone ever. Anyway, I'm like cracking myself up. Okay, and then this one is Cinnamon Bun, which I think I might like really like a lot. And then Coffee Cake is definitely like a contour shade, or if you're a deeper complexion, this is your like translucent powder. So this Sugar Cookie I think is probably gonna be the lightest shade in the bunch and the equivalent to their translucent powder. So I'm gonna take these out. You guys, I have muscles. I have muscles, and this is like, I swear, I just want to do my makeup. Okay, so I already did my eyebrows off camera earlier. I actually did my eyebrows like an hour ago, just waiting. The maintenance man is actually fixing a leak in my bathtub, so I don't have water right now, so I've had to use a water bottle to dampen my beauty blender until he somehow makes it back to my house, and then he'll probably come in and like walk through and see me do my makeup and be like, what the fuck, but whatever. So here are all the shades that I was sent, and I am really liking This shade right here, the Cupcake shade, it has like more of a pinky undertone, and I just think it might work if you really wanted to brighten this significantly. It could work really good. These two right here, I put them on my hand, and I actually liked both of these almost the same, but I know that this one is probably gonna be my best bet. And then when it comes to these three, I have not opened these three to swatch them or look at the color, but I'm optimistic about basically all of these powders. I'm even optimistic about the yellow because what I noticed is that there is a bit of a sheen to these powders, so they're not coming off as like dry, at least not on my hand. So I'm hoping that a lot of these powders I've seen lately people come out with, they have a bit of a sheen to them. They're trying not to be so dry. So I'm hoping this is a similar way. So I'm gonna go do my whole face, and you guys can follow me. I'll speed through it obviously, but I'll show you what I used. I'm gonna go do my whole face and then I'll come back. About using this shade right here because I want it to be really bright, like I really do. So I'm gonna try it out, but part of me wants to try out Kanafa. I just love the name Kanafa for one, but I want to kind of try it. I know it's probably not my shade, to be honest. And then let's see about, maybe I'm gonna use the shade Sugar Cookie as well. And then I'm gonna go in on like this section, on my cheekbone and my chin area with the shade Coffee Cake afterwards. So it comes with this brush, and this is called the Bake and Blend brush. And I think you're supposed to bake with this side and blend with this side. So first things first, I think I'm going to prefer using a beauty sponge with this, but I just wanna give it a try the way they kind of recommend. So this is the shade Cinnamon Bun. And we are going to just tap, 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 tap. Wow. All right, so right off the bat, this is like my exact skin tone powder. This isn't highlighting anything. So right off the bat, the shade Cinnamon Bun didn't highlight that. It smoothed it out, so it made this whole area almost look airbrushed. So my top lip right now looks super, 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 super airbrushed, guys. Like, you should be able to see like my skin. There's no filter on this camera right now. So there's no filter on this camera, so you should be able to see what I'm talking about. This area right here compared to this area does not look like super like airbrushed almost. With that being said, I feel like I'm going to go in with a lighter powder. Okay, we put cinnamon right here. So I'm going to continue and put a little bit of cinnamon on my lash line area and let that bake, because that is an area that you always usually want to bake. We're gonna let that sit there. I mean, the more I smell this, the more I kind of start liking it. So yeah, Cinnamon Bun is not light enough. So because Cinnamon Bun is not light enough, I'm kind of trying to figure out what shade would be light enough but not like overbearing, because it seems to be blending in pretty well. So for my chin area, I do want that to be a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go into the shade Coffee Cake, which is the darkest shade, and just comparing it to Cinnamon Bun. This is Cinnamon Bun, this is Coffee Cake. So Coffee Cake is significantly a little bit darker. I actually want to take Coffee Cake on this brush as well. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay, that just is like, this disappeared on my face, which is actually not a bad thing, because we're gonna carve out those cheekbones as well. So we're just gonna take this almost as like a bronzing powder, because this is appearing out a little bit darker, but nothing like crazy. All right. And I'm baking my chin with Coffee Cake. So now we have Coffee Cake right here, Cinnamon Bun right here. Okay, so now I'm looking at the next couple of shades, and we have Blondie, which is like one of my favorite desserts. And then we have, what is this? And then we have Kanafa. So you can see these are both yellow. Kanafa is a darker yellow, Blondie is a lighter yellow. So looking at my face right now, I'm kind of wanting to put a little bit of Blondie mixed in with a little bit of Cinnamon Bun if I need it. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm also going to see if I like it with the sponge. I hope I do. So let's just do that. So that's that. Dipping it into a little bit. So both of them are on the sponge now. I kind of feel like I'm gonna really like this shade as like an under eye highlight. And I'm carving off this cheekbone. Alright, to describe this powder to you right now, it's not feeling dry at all. Like, you know, sometimes you can feel really tight and dry under your eyes. I don't feel that. Just looking into my mirror, my skin where I already had it at looked airbrushed. So I have nothing but high hopes for how these two powders wear together. I'm gonna leave this baking powder on, put my lashes on, and then we'll come back. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, took some.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I was like, oh dang, the water's off. Shit. Yeah, everywhere, but it was okay. Oh, no problem. I appreciate you coming back. Wow. How do I feel about this powder? You guys, I'm blown away. Not just on camera do I look airbrushed, but like in my mirror, my skin looks so airbrushed and perfect right now. It's insane. Like, I was kind of like hoping that would be the outcome after I wiped away that little bit of dust on my upper lip earlier, but I'm gonna like zoom in so you guys can kind of like see like up close and personal what I'm looking at, because this is amazing. So now you're seeing me up close and personal. So you guys can see a little bit of my pores. Obviously, everybody has pores. This is my skin up close and personal. I can't really do anything about that. But do you guys see how like smooth? My skin doesn't look dry. And I have not even sprayed setting spray on my face yet. Like, so from afar, my skin looks airbrushed. In real life and like on camera specifically, like this powder did for me what this KKW brightening powder does. It blurs, it brightens, but this powder, the setting powder specifically, I love the colors. This color right here, which is in the Sage Cinnamon Bun, this color, Cinnamon Bun, is my all over face powder. So obviously, I don't think you can really swatch setting powders. I think that's kind of like impossible, to be honest, because if you swatch them anywhere except for on your face, it's going to probably, especially if you swatch them with your fingers, you don't apply setting powder with your fingers, so it's not going to look right. It's not going to look the same. The only way I can show you what these powders look like is just showing you side by side what all the powders look like next beside each other. They have a sifter inside, but the shade that you get obviously like blends to your skin tone. I feel like I have more of a neutral undertone, to be honest. I really do. Shade Cinnamon Bun, like this shade makes me so happy because it's really hard to find like a dark setting powder that's gonna be like an all over setting powder for me, or something that like really goes with my skin tone perfectly without it getting a little orange or getting a little red. So this makes me so happy, guys. Like, I am so happy with this, and I was really like, I didn't know if I was gonna like be in love with it, but I'm in love with it. I'm in love with the setting powder. This brush that comes with it, or the brush that you'll probably be able to buy if you decide to buy this, you'll probably be able to purchase the brush separately, just like she did with the foundation. This brush was really, really nice for applying the product. It applied the product, and this part for just dusting away under the eye and just like all over the face, I really felt like it really, really worked really nicely. You can use any brush, obviously, but I actually am really enjoying this brush, and I probably will be using it for setting powder, bronzer, blush, whatever. I'm gonna use this for a couple other things, but I really did like it. I did like it when it came to applying the product. I did let my setting powder sit on my face for about 15 minutes. I want to say a good 15 to 20 minutes is how long I let the setting powder sit on my face. But when I tell you guys, it's fantastic. It really, really is. So in my MAC powder, you get 0.28 ounces or 8 grams of product. So that's how much you get in my MAC Deep Peach powder, and this lasts me for a really good amount of time. So that's 0.28 ounces. In my Laura Mercier, you get you get 1 ounce in the Laura Mercier. So this is probably the most product you're gonna get for the most part. And then in this, you get 0.78 ounces, or you get 0.71 ounces in one of these. In the KKW powder, you get 0.123. So basically 0.12, 13 ounces. You get almost no product in the KKW powder. I like this powder, but size-wise, do we see this? Like, there's like, you can have like 3 of these and 1 of these, because this is like 0.123 ounces or 12 ounces if you round it out. And then you get 0.71 ounces in this. So I'm pretty sure this is your better bet. Hopefully it's priced similar to Laura Mercier. I really, really love how my skin looks. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'm going to be done. The one thing I would say that I don't think people are gonna love about the powder is the smell. That's probably the only thing I don't think you're gonna like, because it does have a bit of a smell, but it's not overbearing, and I can't smell it anymore. I can't. Once you like put the powder on and dust it off, you can't smell that smell anymore. It's a perfume smell, but that would be like the one thing I would think people might be like, But other than that, I'm trying to think of what other cons somebody might think of. Somebody might say that it leaves their skin too matte, but even with that, with highlighter and everything, this is definitely gonna be my new setting powder for the next couple weeks, just testing it out and trying it. But I wanted to do this kind of like initial thoughts, first impressions, and right now I have nothing bad to say about this powder. Let me know if you want a 24-hour wear test or a sweat test with this, and I will do that with this powder in the next probably couple days when I know I'm gonna be outside and able to give you guys a real sweat test. Anyways, love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later.